You can winterize your own swimming pool and put your cover on and prepare it for winterization. You do not have to hire this out. I've done it myself for many, many years. Generally, you want to clean the water somewhat, get the leaves out, get the excessive debris out. That will make the springtime opening up procedure much easier. So do yourself a favor and get your pool relatively clean. Now put the pool pump on waste and turn on your pump to lower the water level. You want to pump out the water. We need to lower the water level in this pool. For my size pool, it takes a couple hours to lower the water. Also, during this time, you can remove diving boards and hanging in-ground ladders, anything like that that you do want removed. Now, how low to go with the water? Go below the return. You can go as low as you want with the water level, but for sure go at least below the return level. Now, put sanitizer, chlorine, shock your pool if you want. This is an optional step, but will make the spring opening up easier. So you could add chlorine and then turn on the pump and recirculate the water for maybe 30 minutes or so. Get it really stirred up. And again, this will super shock the water so the springtime opening will be easier for you, saving yourself some time. Quick tip, don't go too low on removing the water. If it's a vinyl liner pool like this one, if you go below all the way to the floor level, you will have the liner wrinkle up in the springtime. So leave a little bit of water for weight at the bottom of the pool. Now we're going to drain everything down. We're going to take out all the covers, drain plugs. We're going to drain all the water down out of the water lines here. I'm removing the plug from the pump. This one has two plugs, removing the water plug from the filter, removing the drain water plug from the heater. You may or may not have a heater. This one also has a secret drain plug on the side where I had to remove the cover plate. Use needle nose pliers to remove that drain plug and let the water drain out. This one's very important because it's getting the water out of the heat exchanger to prevent damage from frost. Also, this is the chlorinator. You may or may not have a chlorinator at your pool. Drain everything down. You don't want any standing water that could freeze during the winter season. Also, all the little drain plugs I like to keep in these strainer baskets. There's one in the pump and one in my skimmer. I like to save the little parts in these baskets, makes it easy so I don't lose the parts. Also, now put your filter to the winter setting. Shop vac, we need to blow out the lines. A shop vac sucks in, but also if you remove the hose and move it to the outside, look, now it's blowing air. We can use that compressed air to blow the lines out. You want to do it at the return and the supply. I'm blowing all the water out of the lines. On the return lines, this is what it looks like as that compressed air is going into the pipes, pushing all of the water out. That is so needed so you don't have any standing water that will freeze in the winter and crack pipes and cause damage. Now on the returns, you want to plug those up because in the winter you'll get a lot of precipitation and the water level will fill back up in your pool. So these plugs will plug up the return lines, snug it up hand tight, and then with a pipe wrench, I like to give it just a little bit of a turn to make sure it's watertight. This is the skimmer basket. It's hard to get the water out. So look at this, a special device you can buy that plugs the opening so precipitation won't get down in there. If water freezes, it will squish this plastic plug, but it will not damage your skimmer. Okay, now onto the cover for the final step. This one is nice if you have a helper. These pool covers are large, unwieldy. Get a helper. I have an in-ground pool here with concrete anchors. You simply loop these over the anchor. Look at that. It's pretty easy to do. We do one at a time. The first few are pretty easy. Now, as you get tighter and tighter, it is harder to snap those on. And that's where we use this assist tool. This has a metal pipe that came with the pool covers, and you simply thread it through the loop of the pool cover and clip it onto that anchor bolt, and you're going to pull it over with that leverage, and then you're going to stand up. Sometimes it slips. That has happened before. The first one's difficult. It feels awkward, and then you'll get better and better over time. So you clip it on, pull it over, step on that, and look at that. The pool cover will clip on. Here's another angle. Use the lever to gain strength and step on it and clip it right over to the anchor bolt, and you're good to go. You're going to work your way around the entire pool. That is a safety cover Your pool is winterized. You've done it yourself. You can absolutely do this project. It's very satisfying. You feel good that you've done your own work. The pool is ready for the winter season. Hey, watch my next video on swimming pools.